High school soccer on Ticket TV is presented by Quirk Auto Group, Greenway Equipment, Brewer Redemption Center, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Pine Tree Solar, Next Home Experience, Northeast Driving School, Uno's Pizzeria and Grill, Dean's Detailing, Levesque Business Solutions, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Rebecca's Gift Shop, Height Family of Dealerships, Novus Glass, Firehouse Subs, County Physical Therapy, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Chase's Family Restaurant and Hideaway Lounge, and the Coach House Restaurant. Also presented by Down East Toyota, Twin City Tire, C&K Variety, Midcoast Denture Design, First National Bank, Creative Options, Kia Van Sickle, Napa Auto Parts, Hammond Lumber Company, and Mainly Eyes. High school soccer on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tossie's Checkout, Comfort Shoes and More, Automobile Life Home Care, The Fish Company, The Corner Store, Black Fly Coffee Company, Smith & Lane Pressure Washing, Glenver Landscape and Supply Company, Loring Job Corps, and Hildreth Street Automotive. High school soccer on Ticket TV is a production of Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket and Sportsnet Maine. Now let's get you out to the action on Ticket TV.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome here to Victory Field. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV. This morning, we feature a quarterfinal matchup of the Presque Isle Wildcats taking on the Old Town Coyotes. Both teams trying to battle to find themselves one more ahead. Let's take a look at the standings.
Yeah, you see these. This is the 2 versus the 3 seed in the semifinals. Old Town with a slightly better record, but these teams split 2 games during the regular season, each winning by a 2-1 count at their opposing field, actually. So it's been kind of interesting. Presque Isle defeated Old Town 2-1 here at Victory Field on October the 8th, but lost to the Coyotes 2-1 back on September the 17th. So third meeting of the season, 2-3 seeds. Should be an exciting match.
Yeah, both teams looking to further their play. Of course, Old Town really wanting that rematch with Herman. We're going to step aside for just a brief moment. Kickoff, 5 minutes underway. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
When it comes to repairing or replacing your windshield, Novus is the clear choice in glass repair. Locally owned and operated at 499 Hammond Street, we offer free mobile service in the greater Bangor area, as well as shuttle service during bad weather. We can come to your home, workplace, or anywhere you are. Novus is a preferred service provider by all insurance companies, and we can cover up to $100 of your insurance deductible. Whether it's repairing or replacing your windshield, door glass, mirror, or your rear window glass, you can count on Novus to be where you are when you need us the most. Call Novus today.
If you're tired of rising electric costs, Pine Tree Solar and Herman can drastically lower or eliminate power bills for your home or business. Pine Tree Solar can even design and install off-grid systems for camps and remote locations. We are dedicated to making the process of going solar smooth and simple. Call us at 401-4300 or visit us online at pinetreesolar.com, where our local solar energy experts will give you a free solar energy consultation. Pine Tree Solar. Go green while saving green.
What's the biggest craze this fall for parties and get-togethers? It's Flash Me Maine. Photo booths are a fun, exciting way to capture memories at your party or event. And Flash Me Maine is the premier photo booth rental company. The Magic Mirror booth is the most elegant, modern, sleek, and stunning booth currently available. Then there's the Flash Me Maine Duo booth, a hybrid booth that is portable. Flash Me Maine has dozens of props and backgrounds to choose from. Their goal is to make sure you have fun and that your photo booth photos make memories to last a lifetime. Let Flash Me Maine photo booth rentals make your next get-together a blast. Find them on Facebook or at flashmemaine.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Back here at Victory Field, national anthem about to get underway. National anthem just got underway. Both teams having to rally over one opponent to get themselves here into this quarterfinal matchup. You're joined alongside Ernie Clark, and myself, Alex Mooney, here on the Northeast Driving School pregame show. High school soccer on Ticket TV, also presented by Quirk. Ernie, it's going to be a good matchup, 11 a.m., early one for both teams, but as to my understanding, Presque Isle having to be able to get this game a little early.
Yeah, there was a situation where the head coach of the University of Maine at Presque Isle women's soccer team passed away a week or so ago. He has two daughters that play on this Presque Isle team. The Presque Isle team came over en masse to watch Presque Isle in its quarterfinal matchup against Ellsworth earlier this week. Game that Presque Isle won 3-2. And as it turns out, the Presque Isle women's soccer team is playing down in Bangor against Husson University in a playoff game this afternoon. And they wanted to be able to reciprocate the support the high school team did. And so they worked with the athletic directors Mark White of Presque Isle and Jeremy Bousquet of Old Town and moved this game up from its original scheduled start at 1 p.m. to 11 o'clock to allow them to go down to Husson afterwards and support their dad's team, or at least the Marston sisters' dad's team. It's Taylor Marston, senior midfielder and a captain, and Casey Marston, sophomore midfielder, out there playing with heavy hearts here today.
And it's always good, too, to see the camaraderie and support, not just as a community, but even at the university and high school level. You hear sometimes with teams intertwining those, but great to see that both sides really helping each other out. As we get a throw in on the far side, Wildcats looking to try and cross it in. They put it onto the floor, going to trickle out of play. It's going to be a goal kick here. Actually, excuse me, it's going to be a corner kick. Taking it is going to be number 14, Olivia Kolbacher.
I think that is Kolbacher.
Well, this is a random note, but no ball crew here today.
Well, you'll go fetch them yourself. Maybe they couldn't get here for the 11 o'clock start, perhaps.
Kolbacher gives her signal. Puts it in near post. Put to the floor by Ratcliffe. Coyotes trying to clear it out. Bouncing around the outside of the 18. Wildcats able to get it. Looking to try and get a shot. The strike going to go wide left. It's going to be a goal kick here for Danica Brown.
Yeah, some good early pressure by the Wildcats. Hey, I mentioned Presque Isle defeating Ellsworth 3-2 in overtime in their quarterfinal to advance. Old Town didn't have quite as much difficulty. They defeated number 7 Nokomis 9-0 in their quarterfinal to get a chance to host this semifinal matchup.
And of course, Victory Field for Old Town being one of the few grass fields that have survived the multiple monsoons we've endured.
Well, I mean, it's a multi-sport field, obviously. Hosts high school football as well as middle school sports. And I think the athletic administrators at all these schools nowadays that don't have artificial turf are pretty careful about not allowing the main fields to be practiced on too much at least. As Old Town finally gets it down on the offensive end, takes a long shot that goes wide. It's number 8 for the Coyotes. Rhiannon Bousquet, sophomore forward.
We will get a goal kick. Wildcats put it into the central part. Coyotes trying to bring it down. Couple of battles, going to be toe poked onto the far side, trickling out of play. Throw in for the Coyotes right inside the attacking half. Ball to floor. Trying to push it up out of play as the Coyotes. Met by a couple of Wildcats. Going to put a cross. Wildcats back line, able to bat it down. Gagne pushes it out of play. Off Old Town, it's going to be a throw-in for Presque Isle right in front of their own bench.
Yeah, just getting started. These teams pretty similar. You expect a lot of play in the midfield.
Let's get an attacking drive on this one. Coming out is Brown. Has to slide to the floor. She's able to control and put a halt onto that attack.
Danica Brown, junior goalie for Old Town, and then Jaden Harvell, a sophomore goalie in net for Presque Isle. Here comes somebody. We have a ball person on this side now.
Well, we do.
Yeah, there's one on the other side, too. They must have heard you and figured they needed to hurry up.
Running through the gates at Victory Field to get here. This ball put to floor. Moore trying to bring it back down. Excuse me, that one is Cody trying to bring it down. Loses it in the defensive half. Wildcats take possession. They try a through ball. Brown's going to make her way out. She's going to collect it on the near side corner of the 6. The Wildcats been putting on the gas early.
I think Brown may have the sun in her eyes here in the first half as the sun rises more slowly at this time of year.
Long through ball. Trying to reach it with pace. It's Bousquet. Bousquet pushes it to the far side. Ball moves around, and they're going to score. Old Town hits it off the cross on a one-time on the floor. That one coming off of the boots. Number 5, Cassidy Ratcliffe.
Yeah, let's watch this play again now. Ball is sent to Rhiannon Bousquet, who centers the ball, and driving through from the far side, far post, is by Ratcliffe. And the Coyotes take an early lead.
Coyotes, too, a lot of their shots have come off of counterattacks, and right there capitalizing on the opportunity.
Yeah, they're explosive. And a good job because the defenders get to a point they can't move anymore because it's the end line. And so they stop, but meantime, offensive players anticipating the centering pass, they keep running to get to the ball, and that was just perfect timing there between Bousquet and Ratcliffe to give the Coyotes the 1-0 lead.
High school sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by Next Home Experience. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes all over Maine. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Just get a throw in on the near side. That's going to be for Sage Evans. She puts it to the floor. Trying to cross it is Cody. Rattles around inside the 18. It looks like it's going to be a corner kick on the near side. It will be. Sage Evans will do the delivery.
Old Town reached the quarterfinals last year, lost to Mount Desert Island 1-0.
This ball header makes it over the top of the net. Old Town able to get some contact. Just can't bring it down.
Presque Isle, the number 14 seed, lost to number 3 Ellsworth 5-1 in the prelims last year. Avenged that in the quarterfinals this year. Of course, last year was an open tournament as we were still dealing with the impact or after effects of COVID-19, and so everybody that wanted to play could qualify for the postseason play. We're back to 2/3 qualification this year.
And that's something interesting too. A lot of the juniors and seniors have had to go through something in sports that 99% of athletes haven't had to gone through until recently.
Well, until 2020. Yeah, exactly. The fact that there was no season or a very limited season in 2020, and if you're even younger, if you're in that freshman and sophomore classes, it's
couple of bounces. Old Town trying to get a shot.
Oh.
And this one going to go high above the ball, just unable to keep her body over.
Good pressure by the Coyotes again now. They've kind of taken the momentum off the goal that they scored. I was just going to say, a lot of the sophomores and freshmen likely missed a complete year of soccer or sports in general because most of the middle schools in this area didn't have sports during 2020. There was limited regionalized sports at the high school level, but none in a lot of places. And that's hard to do, to give up the sport for a year in an organized fashion.
So we get a strong attack from Toffel. Toffel has a shot on goal. It's going to go just left. Great challenge right there from Danica Brown.
Oh, that doesn't get much closer than that. She withstood the defensive pressure and finally got a foot on it, but just enough pressure to force that ball wide to the near post there. And the Vikings, the Wildcats are going to get a corner kick out of the play, but nearly the equalizer by, was that Toffel, Sydney Toffel?
Yes.
21.
Toffel gives her sign. Corner kick. Puts it near the back post. Rattles around. Ricochets. Danica Brown able to hold on to it after the second attempt.
Yeah, good effort by Brown just to kind of remain in position because that ball caromed off a couple of different players before it was directed toward the net.
Thing I've noticed too, especially at the high school level, I remember when people would punt over half field. It used to be a pretty big deal. Now you see it almost with majority of teams. So
yeah, strength training comes into play there.
So this one's going to bring out Harville. She's able to hold on to it. Old Town still really using those wings to be able to get some crosses in. High school sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by Firehouse Subs. For a limited time, you can enjoy a different handcrafted medium sub at a very special price for every day of the week. Daily medium sub special, only at Firehouse Subs, 920 Stillwater Ave, and firehousesubs.com.
Presque Isle trying to send a forward in, but number 7, Olivia Small, was able to clear the ball, at least out of bounds, to slow the fast break.
Get a little bit of a line drive throw brought back. Wildcats are going to try a long one, just going to go wide right. Had the distance, but not the precision.
Game kind of like a track meet so far, with teams going back and forth up and down the field. Both teams getting opportunities. Old Town able to cash one in.
And both teams do have a lot of pace, so a little bit of it exchanging with punches. You see one counter on the left or on the far side or near side, whether it's Kolbacher. Then on for Old Town side, we've seen Sage Evans and Bousquet make a lot of runs up top.
Not a lot to choose between these two teams. Did notice during the regular season they both lost a couple of times to Herman, but they were different kinds of games. Old Town lost a couple of relatively close games. 3-1 was won. I think the other one was 2-0, whereas Presque Isle, a couple of lopsided losses to the top-ranked Herman Hawks, because Hawks in the other semifinal scheduled to be played this afternoon over at Hamden Academy. I believe they're playing Oceanside of Rockland, and winner of that game, the winner of this game, will meet Class B North Wednesday at Cameron Stadium in Bangor for the regional title.
This one makes its way towards Brown. She's able to collect off the two-hopper. And going off that, too, that first matchup here at Victory Field between Herman and the Coyotes. Coyotes had a 1-0 lead at halftime. Then the Hawks stormed back to make it a little bit of a cushioned lead.
Yeah, I think 3-1 was the final in that one, as we said. But a pretty competitive game as far as what Herman has been getting in the North Regional. They've gone nearly 60 matches now without a loss to a northern opponent. Haven't been able to get through at the state championship level yet. Cape Elizabeth's knocked them off twice in state finals, as good bid there by the Coyotes. Goes just wide of the near post.
High school sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Experience modern facilities, quality care, and results. The choice is clear. County Physical Therapy, 82 Sylvan Road, Bangor. Let's get a goal kick. This one launched far side, bounces its way into the central part of the field. Presque Isle is going to use this, and they've got a little bit of a lead. Couple of pace strides, trying to find that left foot. Going to go on the ground, bobbles around. Brown able to swamp it just before Toffel is able to get her right foot on it.
Yeah, I mean, Old Town's doing a pretty good job of keeping people back, but Presque Isle quick to turn the field once they get the ball out near the midfield area after a offensive foray by the Coyotes, and we've seen that 3 or 4 times now, and so far the Coyotes have been able to withstand it.
The Coyotes trying not to have an equalizer come into their half. And one thing, too, thought it was going to be a pretty low-scoring game, but quick goal right off the rip. Both teams showing a lot of promise offensively, so could be one of those where it's a one-digit game, or both teams could end up opening the floodgates. We'll have to see. As of right now, obviously, only 1-0, but Presque Isle's had a lot of chances. Old Town's had a lot of chances. Slightly different ways of getting there. Old Town using the widths, crossing it in for a volley or a header, while Presque Isle's done a really good job at finding Toffel up top.
Yeah, 2-1. I mean, I would predict 3 based on the regular season. It was 2-1 both ways during the season. But, yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of activity here early on of the offensive variety.
That's Toffel trying to put on the gas once more, almost able to get possession. It's going to ricochet out to the near side in for Garrett. Garrett wants a through ball, but Sage Evans going to blast it up top, trying to track it down. It's the Coyotes battling amongst each other. Right on the touchline, was trying to cross it. That one coming off number 20, just couldn't keep it in play.
Going to be goal kick for the Wildcats, but good pressure by Alexis DeGrasse to against 3 Presque Isle defenders to keep the ball down in the offensive end and force the goal kick.
Goal kick from the Wildcats. Belts around. They're going to push it out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for the Coyotes, just about 10 yards from the near side corner.
But then again, it goes back to the pressure that DeGrasse put on. This ball still hasn't left the offensive end for Old Town, giving them a chance to do some damage here as you see multiple substitutions enter the contest. I guess that has to do with the pace, by the way. Go to your bench a little bit more often when basically doing wind sprints up and down the field.
I was going to say both teams certainly going to need the stamina, as if it does end up in a tie matchup, overtime, and then penalty shootout if no one scores in OT. But both these teams making a lot of runs. It's not just one person. I know we've highlighted a couple of players, but whole team tracking pretty much the full distance.
Yeah, I mean, when you see a run, it's not just the player with the ball that's making it. It's a lot of the teammates as well to provide support.
Evans puts it back post. Coyotes trying to be able to get a foot on it. The Wildcats stomp on it. They string it out to Toffel. Toffel going to draw a foul. That one coming off of number 7, Olivia Small. It's going to be a free kick about 10 yards inside their defensive half.
It's not the worst penalty in the world. You want to slow that momentum to prevent the fast break, so to speak, and that was accomplished.
Wildcats doing a little bit of a sneaky free kick, put everyone on their heels for a moment. But Danica Brown puts that attack to rest. High School Sports on Ticket TV is brought to you by Chase's Restaurant and Hideaway Lounge, where good food and great fun meet. Chase's Family Restaurant, 1575 Hammond Street, Bangor. I'd like to thank our crew that we got today. Of course, Ernie Clark and I on the call. Matt Cooney, our director. And we got Jeffrey Savage. Made some time for us. He's running the cameras for us.
Doubleheader here on Ticket TV today. A morning and evening twin bill. This match this morning, and then this evening at 7 o'clock in Cameron Stadium. It's number 1 Bangor Christian against, I believe it's number 4, Skank Stearns. That's a Class D North boys soccer semifinal, so stay tuned for that this evening.
Ball thrown it in the near side. It's put down to rest by Claremont. Claremont strings a couple of passes up top on the run with it. Toffel wants to push it onto that far side. Ball ricochets out, tracking down by Marston. Marston gets some help from her back line. They volley it up top. Coyotes bring it back down. Lizotte trying to start a counter. She will do so. Long pass into the grass. Just going to be too heavy. Roll out of play. Throw in for the Wildcats far side. Wildcats unable to keep their throw-in in play. Old Town have a throw-in of their own inside the defensive third. So they also get in a substitution.
Good crowd here. The home stand's pretty much full here with both teams represented well. Folks always travel well from the county to come down and watch their teams play, postseason play, and a good contingent from the host school here for the Saturday morning encounter.
I know that Presque Isle is relatively used to it, especially with how, even though they are Class B, not as big as they once were, but you see their fans travel to a lot of games in this season, and stuck out to me as the Herman one, along with, I believe we covered Presque Isle boys playing against Old Town. Actually, was the Herman Hawks on the boys' side as well. Both times had a full stands and a lot of blue shirts. So you get the ball trickling on the 18, makes its way to the near side, belted out. Trying to bring it for feet. Coyotes unable to hold on to it. Now they steal it away. On the run with it is Lizotte. Lizotte with some attacking strides. Tries to cross it with her left foot. Presque Isle with some good defense. They're going to put it back the other way. Looking for Toffel, but ends up rolling into May. May tried to escape some pressure. Unable to do so. Throw in just inside their own half for the Wildcats.
Time for today's history lesson. Victory Field. You think it's all about winning at the high school level. Victory Field, dedicated November 11th, 1920, in honor of the American soldiers, sailors, and Marines who served in World War I. The Great War, a field to be used for educational, recreational, athletic, and public use. It's undergone some renovations here over the last few years, and it's a great-looking facility now, but it's existence goes back more than a century now to honoring the soldiers of the Great One, the First Great War.
And that is something, too, that I'd always had assumed. I was like, Old Town's always had good athletic programs. They've had a lot of wins over recently. Of course, one of their most notable athletes being Andre Miller, who just got re-signed with the Giants. But when you just mentioned that, I think a lot of people don't realize that. So it's pretty good that that plaque is right up there by the entrance. Gives a little quick history lesson for people that assume something I would.
Yeah, I think probably everybody would assume that. And you wouldn't know until you actually saw the plaque yourself, probably, because it's not something that you talk about a lot. You just say Victory Field, and that's where Old Town goes to get victories. But it's got a much greater meaning than that.
Get a good maneuver right here. Shot trickles to the far side. Ball skies over the top of the goal. Old Town with a golden opportunity right there. Just unable to capitalize.
Good save here initially. Good move there to get open. I think that was 8. Dive to her left for the save, and then it's 3, number 3 for the Coyotes. Kaylee Johnson, who had the open net, but couldn't finish the play there. That's one that you kind of wish you had. It was an open net from point-blank range. But on we play, and it's still 1-0.
On we play is right. High school soccer on Ticket TV brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales. Your best bet for a quality pre-owned vehicle is Fairway Auto Sales in Hancock. They're home of the complimentary 6-month and 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales.
Yeah, Rhiannon Busquet, I believe, on that initial shot, made a nice move with the dribble to get her left foot open, and a solid shot low that required a major league save by Jaden Harvell. Couldn't grab it, but blocked it away, and Johnson was alone there on the doorstep. Came up high.
Those are the hard ones, too, especially when you get it that close in front of the net, because usually you don't find yourself in that situation, so it's a lot of emotions. You're going, oh, yes, oh, no. And then you sort of overthink it. It's almost like when you get a steal that you're not supposed to jump on for basketball. You get that fast break, and all of a sudden you find yourself with the ball rolling out of the rim.
Well, that was the case there. You could have just blocked it into the net, but you're in a hurry to get the play done before something else comes along, and sometimes that's what happens.
High school sports on Ticket TV brought to you by Novus Glass. Call Novus Auto Glass to get your windshield repaired or replaced. Call Novus at 945-6688 to set up your appointment today. Let's get a long throw from the Wildcats. They make themselves back inside the attack in 18. Coyotes trying to put a stop to it. Wildcats push it over to the near side from Central. Ball goes off a couple of heads. They're going to say it's a foul coming out. Either that or offsides. A little confused by the Central referee's gesture. It's going to be a drop ball. The ball's going to roll out of play. I heard blew the whistle unintentionally, so that was why the drop ball took place, but had everyone having their heads turned on the field.
Hey, you don't waste any time. You put the ball back into play. Those things happen.
Get a goal kick from Evans. Ends up being intercepted from Menard. Gets up top. A couple of Coyotes battling. Cody trying to control it in the central part. She wanted to give it off to Lizotte. Lizotte's going to lose it. Ball's belted onto that far side. Out of play. Throw in for the Coyotes. Defensive third.
Again, from here, teams that win at this level, everything else for the season is played on artificial turf at neutral sites. The Class A North and D North finals are played Tuesday, scheduled at Coney High School in Augusta for the A North and Presque Isle for the D North. Then on Wednesday is the B and C regional championship games for the North. The B game featuring the winner of this contest at Cameron Stadium in Bangor, and the C North scheduled as well for Presque Isle. But there is a possibility of the Presque Isle dates being moved if there are no county teams playing in the games.
Some strong pressure over there. It's going to be a goal kick. Last touch being off of Sydney Toffel.
State championship games in classes A and D will be held at Deering High School in Portland coming up next Saturday. The B and C games will be played at Hamden Academy. And in terms of the times of those games, a lot of it depends on travel situations involving the participating teams.
Of course, these turf fields, I know Victory Field being a grass field, but yeah, synthetic or artificial turf, I mean, been a real popular hotspot between Hamden and Cameron Stadium. Both of them been booked right up.
Yeah, because we've had weather issues too. We've had a lot of rain here, but you look at, we had a football game at Herman High School last night on the grass, and it seemed to hold up fairly well. And this field here is in beautiful shape today for a soccer semifinal. I haven't really seen any signs of any impact by all the rain that we've had over the last couple of weeks.
This ball trickles its way into the central part of the field. Coyotes trying to hold on to it. It's up, soaring up into the air. After a few jagged movements, they're now able to find Toffel. Toffel with a shot. Looks like could go in.
Yes.
It will. She gets it past Danica Brown. Toffel had a lot of runs so far here in this first half, and she capitalizes on that one and puts in the equalizer.
Nice pass from the left wing. Leads Toffel perfectly. She gets to the ball before the goalie can get out and make a play, and snuck it past her to tie this game with 14:41 left in the opening half.
We had highlighted she's had quite a few runs. This Old Town huddling up right there to try and regain. Taking another look at it.
Yeah, couldn't see who made the pass from the right wing, excuse me, but a great lead pass there. You can tell that's such a huge part of their offense that they're likely to get on pretty accurate lead passes because they do it so often. Just a great pass, grounded, and then Toffel, as she has in other occasions here early in the game, withstood the defensive pressure to score.
So we get a cross right
Boy,
here. Not going to go, but both teams really putting the throttle on.
Yeah, I know. I thought it. I won't say it.
Taking another look at it.
I know.
Cross just
I know.
trickling
You're
a little too far outside. High School Sports on Ticket TV is brought to you by the Coach House Restaurant for home-style cooking in a friendly atmosphere. It's the Coach House. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week.
Yeah.
457 Wilson Street in Brewer and thecoachhouserestaurant.com. So you get goal kick once more. Also like to remind you that this is a high school quarterfinal. Semifinal. Yes. Been so snubbed up with 2 days ago, but semifinal and winner playing Oceanside and Herman. Now Oceanside, not too much known about them. It's not that they're far, but a lot of these schools are. Herman's relatively close to Old Town. You have Presque Isle, of course, is far, but they're one of the few county teams that still remain in Class B.
Well, it's two different leagues. You have the Penobscot Valley Conference, which does extend to Aroostook County, and then Oceanside, and is a member of the Kennebec Valley Athletic Conference. So there's not much in the way of play between the two leagues during the regular season, which provides an air of mystery when it comes to this time of year.
High School Sports on Ticket TV. It's a ball trickling around. Old Town pushes it in, but it's going to be stopped right there by Harville.
Yeah, Rhiannon Bousquet putting the pressure on at the end of that play. Old Town fans wanted the handball before that. Couldn't tell from here.
High School Sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company for the best in landscaping supplies, and equipment. It's Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company. Call 573-1201 or go to glenburnlandscape.com. So they're able to string it onto the near side for Johnston. Johnston couldn't quite hold up into it. Ball's going to move into the air. Throw in for Sage Evans near side. Evans winds up long throw. Put some good pace on it for a leading pass. And then Old Town's going to draw a corner kick from Johnston.
Game is close statistically. Shots on goal, 4 for Old Town, 3 for Presque Isle, 3 saves for Presque Isle, 2 for Old Town, 3 corner kicks for the Coyotes, this being the third one. 2 corner kicks for Presque Isle, so not much to choose between these teams. And, of course, on the scoreboard, it's all locked up at 1 apiece.
Evans gives her sign, pushes it in. Ricochets around the one-time volley, not quite making it.
Well, now closer was you can see the shadow of the ball going by the outside of the net here. Here's Evans with the corner kick. And a nice volley there. It was Bousquet. I was waiting for the turnaround so I could see the number. But she's been very active on the offensive end here and had a near goal experience there.
Bousquet already with an assist. Looking to try and add more to the scoring and assist column. Throw in near side. Rumbles around in a central part of the field. It's going to be brought down by Cody. Cody.
Ooh, nice lead pass there.
Able to get it over to Lazat. Lazat trying to keep it inside. She can. Going to make a move. She's going to lose it. Get it back. She has a cross. Makes its way into the near side 18.
And now it goes out, and Presque Isle will take over momentarily. The ball has been in Old Town's offensive end here for the last few minutes as they reacted to having Presque Isle score on them. See Sage Evans with the throw in from the right wing. The ball's going to make it all the way in to Jaden Harville, but without incident. Ball was headed off a defender by Presque Isle.
This punt sails in near side, about 10 yards from, bats off the Old Town girls soccer banner.
That's a nice touch. Said before, this field used boys and girls soccer, football, and I believe it's both high school and middle school that play a lot of their games here. There's Bousquet again.
Ball to the far side, trying to bring it down to feet. Presque Isle keeps popping it into the air to try and disrupt the touch. Coyotes want another crack at it. Meets the near side. Turning is Johnston. That ball is going to go sailing near side, not for a corner, but about 10 yards from that corner flag for a throw-in.
A lot of pressure being put on by the Coyotes because they have to be careful. You have two defenders back just in case of the counterattack. We've seen how effective that can be by Presque Isle, so you always got to be wary of that.
Ball jogs around in the box.
Made it all the way through without being touched. You don't see that very often.
Especially when offense and defense
right.
kind of getting tangled with each other, but Harville says, I am here, no need to fear. Near side, Evans. It's a long boot. One thing from Evans, playing a little bit of her and Cody were playing a little more up top, almost as center attacking mids when I watched them play against Herman here at Victory Field. She's now moved. She's right back, but we see her moving up an awful lot.
Yeah, she plays maybe not all of the field, but most of it.
High School Sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by Tossie's Checkout Convenience Store in Glenburn. Groceries, gas, and great food to go. Tossie's has it all. 1492 Pushaw Road in Glenburn and Tossie'sCheckout.com.
Ball was sent in there, and bobble by Harville gave Alexis DeGrasse a chance to sneak in there. She couldn't get there in time. DeGrasse, by the way, had 4 goals in that quarterfinal victory over Nokomis.
It's Toffel having some attacking touches, trying to beat out Brown. Brown's going to come down, hit the deck. She comes up with it. Brown doing a good job at keeping her legs sideways, feet pointed down, and just kind of caresses the ball as it's coming in.
Yeah, just enough defensive work there by number 2, Michaela Johnson, to force the ball away from Toffel long enough for Brown to get on it before Toffel could regain possession.
So Cody gets a deflection. Evans going to belt it back up top, trying to send one of her mates far side. This one going for Johnston. Excuse me, this one going for Lazat. She couldn't quite track it down. Will be a throw-in on the far side inside the defensive third for the Wildcats. High School Sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by Uno's Pizzeria and Grill at 725 Stillwater Ave in Bangor. Enjoy half-price appetizers 4 to 7 p.m. and enjoy all-day football Sunday. For takeout, call 947-5000 or go to unos.com. Also, don't go anywhere. We have the Uno's halftime show after this in the halftime intermission. A throw-in once more, far side this time in favor for the Coyotes. Taking it is going to be Gabrielle Cody. Just puts it short onto the deck. We're looking to get it back to her to have it served in the play. She'll have a throw-in right in the same spot.
Haven't mentioned the coaches yet. Eric Dambois for Old Town and Ralph Mishu in his 25th year as the head coach for Presque Isle as that shot sails over the top of the net. Old Town seeking its first regional title in girls soccer. Presque Isle, Class B North champions in 2008, 2011, 2017, and 2018. So they've been on the brink, but Southern Maine teams in the Class B have kind of dominated things, both the boys and girls state championship level.
Class B, made me chuckle. I believe it's the last game we called together. It was the Baps and the Herman game, talking about how it's either the Myths or the Capes, whether it's Falmouth, Yarmouth. There's a lot of them down there that have very competitive play.
Presque Isle won a state title on the boys' side in, I believe, 2018. Knocked off Freeport in the final as that shot goes wide. Again, Old Town applying a lot of the pressure. That was the first state championship on the boys' side in Class B, won by a Eastern or Northern Maine team since 1993.
High school sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by Comfort Shoes and More in Newport, featuring athletic, casual, dress, and work shoes in many styles from leading manufacturers. Comfort Shoes and More, 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport, and ComfortShoesandMore.com. So get a foul right there. It's going to be coming out. Drawing the foul was number 9, Sadie May. It's going to be a free kick. May is going to do the honors as well.
I think Sage Evans actually is going to use the strong foot that we've already seen from her on numerous occasions in this game to try to set the Coyotes up from midfield. Gets it to the corner without being touched, and now finally hit out of bounds by Presque Isle, and a throw-in coming from deep along the right wing for Sage Evans.
Got some word from head coach MJ Ball that the Herman side, on the girls' side, against Oceanside, will be moved to 7 p.m.
Oh.
This Coyotes not able to attack, not able to finish on that one. Both players hitting the deck. It's going to go off the feet of number 14, Olivia Kobacher. It's going to be a free kick here for Gabrielle Cody.
Yeah, the tournament schedule has had a lot of fluidity to it this year. The games being changed multiple times to try to find turf fields or for all different kinds of reasons.
Especially this weekend, these past 2 days, been a little more generous. Mother Nature has. Of course, Maine changes a lot, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, pretty hefty rainfall.
Well, and the field conditions linger even when it stops raining sometimes, and so that's why you have some of these changes. But we do have more and more turf fields, so the options are greater now too, with a handful of fields in the Bangor area alone.
High school sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by the Corner Store, located at 575 Hammond Street in Bangor. The Corner Store with all your convenience store needs, and they have an awesome deli. Don't forget the Saturday special. Today is Saturday, so all their cold sandwiches in the deli are buy one, get one half off. Go like the Corner Store on Facebook.
Presque Isle gets a throw in, but from as deep as they possibly can be without going over the end line. They're just in front of the corner kick flag. Now we're going to have a conversation here as officials discuss what exactly happened. They also, officials this year, in a lot of cases here, also have wireless communication between them too, so you don't see as many of those up-close conversations as we used to see perhaps in the past when there was a question about a play.
And this helped a lot because, of course, soccer, about 120 yards to kind of travel, and then some. I actually think it's 140 because it's both the end zones.
See, no, it would be 120, actually.
120.
We got 100 yards for the football field, 10 yards for each end zone. And so that's 100 plus 20.
So we get clarification of central referee to each coach.
I don't know if there was a card there, maybe.
I believe there was, but
we got things being written down there by Alan Drew, the official, veteran official from the Guilford area. I think so.
I believe there.
I think so. Yep.
Not quite sure went over there, but head coach for Old Town getting the yellow card. So push it back in.
That's where that wireless communication comes into play. Yeah, I think Yellow card went to the Old Town bench, which was quite a ways away from where the play had been underway. It was simple possession play down in that far right corner. Both teams working to knock the ball out of bounds off the other person to get the throw in. But anyways, play on.
Play on is right. High school sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by Black Flag Coffee Company, serving the best coffee in the area. Located on Route 1A in Holden. Drive-through and mobile ordering are available. Open 7 days a week, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Go check them out, blackflagcoffee.com.
Shot there by number 4 for Old Town, Olivia Lazat. Freshman midfielder. One of 3 first-year players, freshmen, on the squad, along with Karina Dumond and Libby Saucier.
It's ball near side. Coyotes trying to track it down. They keep it in play. Good touch right here. They put it up for the left foot. Wildcats able to bobble it out. Evans tracks down top of the 18. Ball's ricocheting around like a pinball machine. Evans
Offsides.
able to string it up top. And what was a good sequence just put to rest.
Just nobody could quite get enough control on it to be able to settle and shoot. Oh, okay. Okay. That was we're getting clarification from Mark Graffam, the public address announcer, and the boys soccer coach at Old Town High School. Player wearing an earring, so that's a kind of a fashion violation, I guess.
I mean, hey, it is.
Yeah, it's technically illegal equipment, but that's too bad. I mean, you would think you would take that off before the game, but they caught it when they caught it, and so the yellow card was issued.
Officials are very weary of that because, of course, it doesn't take much for jewelry to become an issue.
Well, you can cut somebody. I mean, it's all accidental, but
there's a multitude of ways you can
things
create
can happen.
An injury.
Yeah, so you try to eliminate that possibility. And here, just someone for the Coyotes forgot to remove an earring.
So that's going to do it for the first half of play. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Luno's halftime show. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV.
From the land to the sea, Chase's Family Restaurant is the place to be.
Are you looking for a place to unwind after a long day?
Then come check out our Hideaway Lounge.
With a bar that's both upbeat and laid back. And it's the perfect atmosphere for anyone who wants to unwind after work.
Or kick it up for the weekends with daily drink specials and a full dinner menu.
You can fill up on a good time any night of the week.
Thank you for being a part of our family.
Here at Chase's Family Restaurant.
We can go into a room and have absolutely nothing in there, nothing on the windows, no color, no character, no tone to a room.
That's, I think, where we're strongest, is being able to help someone envision what's going to go in that window.
And we leave, it's totally transformed into something that the customer wants it to be. We've often been told we make a room look better just by leaving it.
At Acadia Federal Credit Union, we care about our members.
Thank you. We care. Have a good day.
We care about our members.
We care.
We care about each other.
Acadia Federal Credit Union is an unusual financial institution because we care deeply about our members, our communities, and each other.
Acadia Federal Credit Union, serving northern and eastern Maine with 8 branch locations.
We have an amazing team here at Hightford. I run the place. No, you won't use that, right? The Heights care about their employees. They are a family. That meant a lot to me. And they care about this town. They want this town to succeed.
I always joke around that we come in to hang out and once in a while we accidentally sell a car. We're all friends here. Our customers aren't customers, they're friends, and friends and their family.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales keeps your John Deere running year-round with convenient mobile maintenance service. We service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard in our specialty equipped truck with no mess in your driveway. Our 14-point checkup will keep your John Deere running smoothly. We'll even change attachments for you. Call the Smith Brothers today to schedule expert service right at your door. With 2 trucks now on the road to serve you better.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
Fast, friendly, honest, and clean. Counted right in front of you. You won't have to wait long to leave Brewer Redemption Center with cash in your hand. Located in the North Brewer Shopping Center behind the Parody, Brewer Redemption Center is open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays, 8 to 4. So grab those returnables and head over to Brewer Redemption Center today. Our team is waiting for you.
I'm Phil Levesque, president of Levesque Business Solutions. We're a family-owned Maine business since 1963. We're your one-stop shop for great office products at affordable rates. From copiers to office furniture to PPE, we've got it all warehoused right here in Bangor. We're your local small Maine business with a dedicated staff providing honest and friendly customer service, top-of-the-line tech support, and the option of in-house leasing. Let us help you get back to...
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Like our spicy Cajun chicken with Cajun seasoned grilled chicken breast and a house-made Cajun mayo. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives.
Visit 920 Stillwater Avenue.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
Whether you want to get back to work, back to sports, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help you achieve your goals. With a new location in Bangor, County Physical Therapy brings a 30-year history of high performance, outcome-based rehab to the Great Skates Plaza at 82 Sylvan Road. And with priority scheduling, you get seen in days, not weeks. Remember, it's your choice. Make the best choice. County Physical Therapy, now in Bangor. Call them today at 401-4324 or visit them online at countypt.com.
Back at Victory Field, this is high school soccer on Ticket TV. It's halftime. We are brought to you by the Uno's halftime show, taking a look at the first half highlights that we got going on.
Yeah, this was a back-and-forth game. It's kind of reflected on the scoreboard at 1-1. At intermission, Old Town probably had the edge territorially in terms of its control of the offensive end, but certainly, and here's the goal here, Rhiannon Bousquet with the center. Watch the cut here by Cassidy Ratcliffe off the goalie and in. That came less than 5 minutes into the contest to give Old Town a quick lead. Presque Isle had a lot of success on the counterattack with Sydney Toffel, number 21. Here she gets around 3 defenders, slips the ball past the Old Town goalie, Danica Brown, for the equalizer. That came with 14:41 left before intermission. There were plenty of other threats as well. Here's a corner kick by Presque Isle. Shot. Danica Brown low at the far post to make the save. She had 2 saves in the first half, one of her 2. Here's another threat by Knopfel, I believe, for Presque Isle off the counterattack, left-footed shot. Brown gets on it, can't corral it initially, but beats Toffel to the loose ball to preserve the 1-1 tie. Here comes Rhiannon Bousquet again with a shot, forces a dive by the Presque Isle goalie, and then number 3, Kaylee Johnson, over the top of the goalpost with the rebound. And again, fast break action for Presque Isle again. There's the goal. There's the goal by Sydney Toffel that tied the game with less than 6 minutes left. Corner kick here, Sage Evans. Nice bid there. I think that was Bousquet again, just wide off the volley at the near post. And 40 more minutes to go, or perhaps more. It's tied at 1-1 at halftime.
Halftime highlights brought to you by Novus Glass. Both teams putting on a strong attack. Taking a look at the program histories.
Yeah, we referred to them a little earlier, but off year last year, coming out of the COVID situation, 3-11 for Presque Isle. But before that, 31-8-3 in the previous 3 regular seasons for the Wildcats. And you go back to 2017 and 2018, those seasons both producing regional championships in Class B for Ralph Mishu's club. And there is Old Town. Strong season last year, 10-3-1, or the number 2 seed in Class B North last year after the regular season as well, fell to MDI in the quarterfinals. Quite a turnaround there from the season preceding the pandemic in 2020. Struggled in 2019, 1-11-2. Three tough years really in a row for the Coyotes, but here we're talking 2 consecutive years with more than 10 victories, 10-3-1 in the regular season last year, 10-3-1 in the regular season again this year as well. So Coyotes on the uptick as far as girls soccer goes.
Well, we're going to step aside for a brief moment. We'll have the last half of 40 minutes in action for you right after this. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV.
Hammond Lumber Company is honored to have again been named one of the best places to work in Maine. Hammond
At Acadia Federal Credit Union, we care about our members.
Thank you. We care. Have a good day.
We care about our members.
We care.
We care about each other.
Acadia Federal Credit Union is an unusual financial institution because we care deeply about our members, our communities, and each other.
Acadia Federal Credit Union, serving northern and eastern Maine with 8 branch locations.
Welcome to Rebecca's. For over 30 years, we've been serving our local customers in downtown Bangor, and we invite you to explore our historic shop.
Rebecca's carries many Maine-made products from local artisans. Perhaps you need a gift basket for your next celebration. We'll be glad to help. From blueberry ceramic dishes, gourmet foods featuring Stonewall Kitchen, fine wines to antique dishes and furniture. You're sure to find that perfect gift.
We hope to see you soon at Rebecca's.
We have an amazing team here at Hiteford. I run the place. No, you won't use that, right? The Heights care about their employees. They are a family. That meant a lot to me. And they care about this town. They want this town to succeed.
I always joke around that we come in to hang out and once in a while we accidentally sell a car. We're all friends here. Our customers aren't customers, they're friends, and friends and their family.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Uno's is the place to be this fall for great food, spectacular drink specials, and ice cold craft beer. Come enjoy half-price appetizers along with $3 Bud Light and Coors Light. Don't feel like cooking tonight? Get Uno's delivered with DoorDash, Grubhub, or Uber Eats. And new at Uno's, schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria for more details in Bangor at 725 Stillwater Avenue. Call and place your order at 947-5000 or go to Uno.
Back at Victory Field. Second half action here. Just a minute underway. Presque Isle Wildcats getting a throw in on the far side. About 10 yards into the attacking half. Presque Isle going from left to right now. Their blue tops and socks along with, seems to be white tops and socks with the blue shorts, while Old Town being in all forest green. Trying to find it up top. This one is trying to go into Johnston. Ball takes a couple of hops. Presque Isle now testing Brown. Brown comes out, hits a couple of contact, but she's able to walk away with possession.
The anticipation there by Brown is the long lead pass was destined for a Presque Isle player, but she beat her to the ball.
So we get a cross right here looking for Lazat. Lazat couldn't corral that one into play. It's going to be a throw-in on the far side, this one for Sage Evans.
Yeah, Presque Isle with a good minute and a half of pressure there to start the second half, and finally the ball down at the other end.
Throw in. Battles around inside the 18. Toffel trying to get it up top, but Old Town able to punch it back in the 18. Johnston puts it outside, wants to get across. Dumont just a little too much on it. It's going to be a goal kick here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, leg strength, enviable there, but just a little bit high and long. Again, we now played just about 3 minutes, and we've seen action at both ends already.
Evans puts it down to the floor. Evans now tries to string it up top. Was looking for Dumont. It's going to go out of play. Throw in for the Wildcats. I talked with a couple of the fans as well as AD Bousquet, and 9 out of 10 responses were a one-goal game. So,
well, that's not exactly going out on a limb. They played twice earlier this season, and it was a one-goal game both times. And here we are halfway through tied. So I'm not saying it's the next goal that's going to win, but it wouldn't be a shock because the previous two meetings both turned out to be 2-1 decisions.
And soccer is a little bit different too. Usually, if you get two teams tight throughout majority of the game, usually that game-winning goal comes off a funky play. So we get Dumont on that far side. She wants to cross. Ball's bad to the floor. Lazat tried to catch the rebound, but it is scooped in from Harville. Punt lined up. Makes its way almost to the half-field line. Passes that threshold. Wildcats trying to turn and make some noise with it.
Nice ball there.
Toffel, some good moves. Battling some pressure. Strong fight right here between her and Sadie May. Sadie May able to push out, relieve some pressure, but the Wildcats retrieve the loose ball. Some good sequence over here. Meets that far side of the 18. Coyotes able to put a halt to that parade.
That was some good defense there by number 5 for Old Town. Cassidy Ratcliffe there against Toffel. Probably pretty close to a call there, but good defense as they kind of bumped each other going down the field, but it prevented Toffel from getting in on the goal for a shot.
It always helps, too, when you have a player that is versatile on offense and defense. Of course, Ratcliffe having the only goal, scoring in the 5th minute, getting assisted from Bousquet. And then on that last play, being able to play some good defense for Coyotes.
Presque Isle with a corner kick here.
Wildcats give their sign. Pushes it near post. Low roller onto the floor. They bring it back into feet. They bloop it up to the top of the 18, trickling around the semicircle. Cody gets it. She boots it out, crosses that half-field line. Trying to bring it into feet. The Wildcats are just going to push it out of play to try and regroup defensively.
Yeah, just one player up there for Old Town, but no interest shown by the Wildcats in turning the ball inside and risk another player coming up to steal it. So they just kick it out of bounds and allow Old Town to restart on the offensive end of the field.
Throw in. Dumont trying to get some pressure onto it, unable to do so, getting tangled up with that Wildcats defense. Goal kick here for Presque Isle. High School Sports on Ticket TV is brought to you by Smith & Lane Pressure Washing. Do you want to revitalize your property? Smith & Lane Pressure Washing is a great place to start, specializing in vinyl, decks, and concrete. For more information, smithandlanepressurewashing.com. We get a cross. Coyotes. Lazat gets a foot on it. Ball just shot too high. That one coming off the boots. Looks like a Bousquet.
15 with a nice job carrying the ball. Abigail, oh, sorry, wrong team. Karina Dumont, nice job on the right wing to set that play up, send it in, and Bousquet got a foot on it, but couldn't get it to go in.
This ball, Coyotes trying to keep it away from the Wildcats. Some strong fight right here between Sadie May. May trying to challenge it. Wildcats able to get across, but it's going to roll into Danica Brown. She calls off her defense to be able to hold on to it.
Left-footed on the boot there.
Coyotes trying to put some pressure onto it. Long pass right here. May's able to put ease to it. She's challenged once more. May turns, redirects, field of play, pushes it onto that far side. This one into Karina Dumont. Dumont with some space. Lazat trying to hold on to it. Unable to keep it into her feet. Far side throw. Guess who? Sage Evans. You can see a little bit of fatigue wearing on her as she is tracked everywhere. Evans loads, unwinds, gets it near the 6. Trying to turn is Bousquet. She has a shot, and that's going to go in. It's Bousquet being able to have a touch, turn, and shot, and she lifts up the Old Town Coyotes 2-1.
There's the throw in from the right wing, and Bousquet gets it. Has her defender on her back, so she couldn't get to the ball, and then turned, spun, fired. And adds a goal to her assist earlier in the game and gives the Coyotes their second lead of the contest, 2-1, with 31:38 left in the second half.
Bousquet had an assist on the first goal. She was able to capitalize on that one. So you can see some life starting to radiate off these Coyotes offense. Coyotes near side trying to get it into Lazat. It's going to be Cody. Pushes it up. Ball sent near side, this time for Lazat. Lazat being contested right there. Some great pressure for number 9, Lindsay Himes.
Yeah, I think it was Michaela Garrett, actually, 19. But still good defense by the Coyotes in that, the Wildcats in that instance to prevent a quick additional goal.
Let's get service on the near side. Ball journeys its way to the opposite side of the 18. It's going to be a throw-in. And Presque Isle been unlucky on the throw-in front. It's at least the second or third time they've been pinned right against the corner flag.
Yeah, the second one I can remember, once in the first half, and that one there from about as deep as you can get.
So that's going to give another chance for Old Town. As Sage Evans is able to brew up Bousquet's goal from the throw. Evans goes to the track, takes a few strides, unwinds. I believe it's going to be a corner kick. Yes, it is. She's trying to get to Kaylee Johnson, but Presque Isle able to tower over and head it out of play. Evans doing majority of the throwing duties along with corner kicks. Evans gives her signal, puts it into the central part. Ball rattles around. Coyotes able to hold on to possession. Dumont out to Lazat. Lazat trying to contest against Garrett. It's going to go off of Garrett, and that's going to be a corner kick once more for the Coyotes. Excuse me, it's actually going to be a throw-in, but Evans uses it pretty much as a corner kick. Trails its way in the entire of the 18. It's going to go out of play. Going to be a throw-in, attacking third for Coyotes. High school sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by Eldridge Street Automotive. They are a full-service automotive garage where they pride themselves with integrity and honesty. They also sell quality, affordable used cars. Call 217-6151 or go to eldridgestreetauto.com. The Coyotes unable to put a stop to that one. Toffel, I think she might have been able to open up the raceway, but drag strip has been closed on the defensive front.
Sadie May again with the defense there. It's the first counter they've had since the opening minute or so of the second half, as most of the action has come at the other end.
It's going to get a throw in from Wildcats. It's going to be 10 yards from the near side corner. Unloading. Looking to try and get a flick on. So we get a strong collision between Lazat and number 15, Johnston.
Abigail Johnston for Presque Isle.
Johnston able to get a couple of flicks. Brown able to hold it off the second header. She had to kind of track that down in midair. She's able to bring it in, take another look at that attack.
Yeah, good concentration here. Watch this long throw in toward the near post, skim, and then off the hands of Brown, but she's able to reach up and get it a little taller than the Presque Isle players, trying to send it in the other direction to make the save on the rebound. Keep this a one-goal Old Town lead.
Man, Danica Brown showing off a good coordination right there, having to track it.
Well, and you got players flying all around you, too, trying to not necessarily prevent you from doing what you want to do, but trying to get to the same target, and that's the ball.
Ball on that far side. This one's Johnston. Can't control it. Wildcats get it. They're going to send now for Toffel. Toffel met by Brown. Brown ends that one as she makes her way just to the edge of the 18. A little bit of risk, but she gets the reward.
Yeah, probably Presque Isle might have been better served to kick that just a little farther to the outside so that the goalie wouldn't be the one to get to it first.
Now is Lazat. Lazat. Lazat with some strides. Cuts her way into the 18. Left foot. Going to put it down on the floor. Jaden Harville, sophomore keeper, able to add another one to her collection.
Yeah, that's a nice, solid save there. She's been, I think she's been affected somewhat by the sun. We talked about that in the first half with the Old Town goalie. And if she kind of uses her hand to shield the sun from her eyes so she can see what's going on upfield, wouldn't affect you on a low ball necessarily, but something higher, it might come into play here.
And the sun only will get worse, this course being the 11 o'clock game, and sun, it was still still rising when I first stepped foot onto Victory Field, 9 a.m., and then now find ourselves at 12:09, so afternoon time now, but still plenty of time for it to make the journey.
Yeah.
High school sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by the Height family of dealerships. They are proud to serve Central and Western Maine, not only providing you with your next vehicle, but by exceeding expectations and forging connections with their customers and their community. They're celebrating 111 years. Have a throw in on that far side. Gives a signal. Wildcats unload. Wildcats done a good job at keeping that box busy. So they're trying to poke it out, but the Coyotes going to try a counter. Meeting the backs, trying to put it to a halt is Johnston. She's able to get it up top for one of her friends. Ball's going to rally into the half-field line.
Play on.
A little bit of a misstep between a couple of players. The Wildcats will try and send a through ball. That pass, Coyotes say, let's just get it out of play. Sadie May saying, I want to recollect this all and prepare for this throw-in.
Yeah, let's set up the defense here and clear it on the field.
Throw-in's going to be for Johnston. Abigail Johnston gets it inside the 18. It flicks one time. Brown not going to put a contest to it as she will receive a goal kick.
It's a couple times that Presque Isle's number 18, Astra Lawton, has flicked the ball toward the goal, skimmed it off the back of her head. That time just a little bit wide. The previous time required some quick movement by Danica Brown, the Old Town goalie, to prevent another Presque Isle player from getting on the ball and perhaps scoring the equalizer.
Yeah, she's done a good job of being able to make the box busy with her flicks. As you can see, the urgency and the nerves kind of sprawl outside the box. High School Sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by Autumn of Life Home Care. Autumn of Life is looking for part-time and full-time PSS and CNA candidates. They have flexible schedules, competitive pay, and a sign-on bonus along with a tremendous benefit package. If you want to apply, call 217-6026 or go to autumnoflife.org. So we get another throw in here. Presque Isle really does treat these like set pieces. This one tracks its way in. Trying to get a shot on. Old Town able to stop it on the windup. Ball's going to rally itself out of play. Throw in same spot for the Wildcats. Ball inside the 18. Wildcats wanting to turn. Coyotes want it out, and they do so. Coyotes have it in their defensive half. Cody shifts it wide. She's going to let Johnston put number 20, Alexis DeGrasse, on the run. It's going to go slightly too heavy. It's going to be a throw-in for the Wildcats just inside their own territory. We got a couple of substitutions making their way into the match.
For both teams, again, this match has been up and down. Both ends of the field. There's been a lot of running here, and try to use that depth to keep players fresh as we enter the closing in on the 20-minute mark here of the second half.
20 minutes remaining, 21 minutes remaining, you should say. A one-digit deficit. Old Town wanting to be able to build that cushion for themselves while the Wildcats want to find the equalizer. Just going to bring out Harville. She meets it near the edge of the 18, far side. She brings it in towards her. She's going to reroute things.
Old Town had a couple players down there, but looked like Presque Isle had two players guarding the ball on its way to Harville to prevent anything bad from happening.
Ball kind of pinging between the backs of Old Town and the mids of the Wildcats, but Sage Evans will bring it in. Tries to get it in their favor to get a deflection, not going to do so. Throw in for the Wildcats once more.
You can see Old Town paying a little bit more attention to the defensive end with a one-goal lead. They don't want Presque Isle to get the opportunities like they had the first half to score directly off the counterattack, sending Toffel in against a defender or two.
And a lot of clearance from Old Town, not necessarily playing to keep the lead, but parking the bus a little bit, not being afraid to only have one center forward up top.
I mean, primarily, Presque Isle's major scoring opportunities have been coming on those fast break opportunities, good lead passes, and Toffel down the field with one or two defenders, and her just out racing them to the ball. And so, so far in this half, we really haven't had many, if any, of those kind of opportunities. They've had to kind of score in a more conventional way, although here they are with corner kick number 4 the now afternoon.
This one low on the floor. Makes its way to the far side. It's going to be a throw in once more. Quick one this time for the Wildcats, trying to catch the Coyotes off guard. Lizotte puts it down on the floor. She's going to push it back out of play, throw in once more. And excuse me, that was coming off of Johnston's foot, not Lizotte.
Keeping the ball boy over there busy.
Getting preparing for the track indoor season, getting his 100-meter sprints in.
It's not just the players doing the sprinting today.
That's one thing I feel people overlook with referees a lot is you got to be in pretty good shape.
You do.
For some of these refs because you're tracking a lot, whether it's football or especially basketball and soccer, the ones that really stick out to me where the refs are always running.
Yeah, it kind of depends on how many officials you get out there as well. I know I reffed basketball back in the day, and there was a lot of difference between having a three-man crew and a two-man crew.
Now we'll
liked them both, but it was definitely a little different.
So from a referee's perspective, do you get a little bit of, like, I call it athlete's hearing, where when there's stuff being audible from the crowd, you just kind of
it's all noise,
just background noise at that point?
It's all noise. I mean, I'm not the best person to ask, but it's all noise. Actually, the higher up you go, the bigger crowds, the less you hear. When you start out and you're officiating junior high or let's see what happens here. No, ball too far ahead for Old Town to make a play. When you start out and it's freshman or JV games, not JVs, but junior high games, there's 25, 30 people in the gym. You can kind of hear every voice there is because there's so few of them. But once you get bigger crowds like today, it's more here today. It's just kind of noise, and you're not supposed to pay attention to that stuff anyway. So once you gain some experience as an official, then that stuff, generally speaking, doesn't bother you.
Yeah, a little bit of a collision in the central part of the field. Both all right. Evans regains it, wants to try and redirect things. They have a good pass onto the near side for Ratcliffe. She's already got one goal on the match. Ratcliffe touches on that far side, trying to take on Johnston. Uses that left foot. Ooh, just hits the frame of the goal, but not the post itself.
No, off the side, high on the frame. Good effort. She's trying to center it for a goal shot at least, but hit the back of the cage, and goal kick coming for Presque Isle now, which is kind of installed. They try to set up those long runs, but you look, there's four Old Town defenders back there. 1-on-2 is one thing for Toffel. 1-on-4 is quite another challenge. Although she's been able to work the ball into the offensive end, and here she goes now. Only to have the centering pass blocked away by Sage Evans, of course. Number 23, who's been a fixture in the back line. There's a shot. But Brown able to snag it down as it dropped down. Looked like it had a chance to get over the top here. Let's see this shot again. Nice, quick shot, but not hit hard enough, and Brown able to react and make the save. But that's as good of a bid that Presque Isle has had here in the last 10 or 15 minutes.
And that one, good attempt. Brown really being tested in this latter part of the day.
Well, again, I mean, you see the defenders now. There's four defenders back to prevent the fast breaks by Presque Isle. But that doesn't mean they won't get chances once they establish position in the front end.
Those Coyotes trying to battle that one. A hard ricochet.
Yeah, she's feeling it out there. Looking for a number now.
That one, Allison Karen, had a number change from 10 to 6.
That's who it is. We've got a stoppage here to let her regroup. Tough play there. Yep. Allie Karen being attended to by her teammates as the play inevitably gets a little more intense as the minutes wind down.
Luckily able to walk off on her own power. That was a good sign to see. And those bang-bang plays, taking a ball usually is not the most comfortable feeling.
No.
Getting your breath back is the hard part.
Happens in an instant. You're playing hard, you're not thinking, that's the last thing you're thinking about, and all of a sudden, ball comes at you in a way that you're just unable to anticipate, but she's walking off the field under her own power, just regrouping and enjoying every breath at this point. 15:08 left in the match. At least in regulation. Second half, as Presque Isle restarts the play with a throw-in.
This ball making some pace towards Each's back line. It'll come to Olivia Small. Small wants to give it into Johnston.
Nice lead ball by number 21 for the Coyotes, Gabrielle Cody, but nobody able to flag it down before Harvell picks it up for Presque Isle.
Ball gets booted into the back line. Small and May dealing with it. May gets it caught up, trying to push it between the wickets. Now Evans dealing with the pressure on that far side. Looks like she's able to get in her favor. Yes, she is. Going to be a throw-in coming out.
Yeah, tipped off the foot of a Presque Isle player trying to steal the ball away.
Are you or someone you know looking for free education and training? Then stop looking and check out your opportunities today with Team Maine Job Corps at jobcorps.gov. May, long throw. Sails past the intended target, trying to bring it back into feet. Finding the central part. Ball's making its way between both teams' boots. Presque Isle's going to throw it out of play. Throw in for the Coyotes. Wanted to say the Wildcats. High school sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experience with electrical and control system engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or manage products. Visit fitchcompany.com. So you get a little bit of a repeat. This time, throwing going to be moved up 15 yards off the Presque Isle deflection. Evans doing a good job at taking her time. Not necessarily wasting it. Obviously, she's trying to do so, but not doing it super deliberately.
Again, with all the running up and down the field, you get a chance to rest there for 10 to 15 seconds as well. And a corner kick coming up for Coyotes. That's number 6 for them here in this match.
Evans. A couple of signals. Waiting to give her sign. She gives it. Puts the serve, back post, trying to head it in. Great deflection from the Wildcats. Rallies into the feet.
And another player down for Old Town. Slow getting up in the goal crease. I think she's up.
I believe that one is Gabrielle Cody.
Yeah, she's running, gingerly running back into the play. Good effort there. A lot of traffic in front of the goal on that corner kick, but Harvell was able to knock the ball away. Let's watch this again. To the far post. Actually, a head was put on by Presque Isle to help kick that out, and Cody went down there right in front of Harvell, but was able to get up on her own. And
Cody able to walk off on her own power.
Now is coming out of the game with a little assistance, although on her own power, the trainer or a coach with her.
And in the central part of the field are the Wildcats.
Oh, nice defense there. That was Sage Evans again, who's spending a little bit more time on the back end here, helping out on the defense. They've got their 2 goals, the Coyotes do, and now just 11 and a half minutes of largely defense here will advance them to the Class B North Championship game.
Evans done a good job, too, at really, not necessarily controlling, but she's really directed this defensively and offensively to a certain extent. Of course, there's been a lot of other players involved, but she's been a big catalyst on that far side. High school sports on Ticket TV, brought to you by Dean's Detailing. Dean's Detailing has been Maine's auto detailing leader since 1971. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, and change your outlook. Book an appointment today at deansdetailing.com.
Get Presque Isle pressing up and Old Town pressing back, and now it's Old Town that may be able to strike on the counterattack if Presque Isle can establish itself offensively at the right end of the field as you look at it on the screen.
Both teams exchanging passes towards one another, trying to really find each other's center forwards, but Each back line doing a good job at staying compact. High School Sports on Ticket TV brought to you by Rebecca's Gift Shop. Rebecca's Gift Shop is locally owned with an eclectic mix of merchandise, including many Made in Maine products. Come visit them today at 45 Main Street in the beautiful downtown Bangor. Strong play. Was unable to keep it in her favor, but she will reward her team with a throw-in for Allison Karen. We get number 2, Michaela Johnston, coming out. Coming in at number 8. Skep making her way back into the match. Karen trying to challenge into the central part. A couple of Wildcats going down. They're going to belt it onto the near side. Trying to challenge. Is Lazat going to get there just a couple strides late? We cross final 10 minutes of play. Old Town trying to hold on while the Presque Isle Wildcats trying to force overtime. So we get this one.
Oh, ball's loose, but goes out of play after the collision between, I think it was the grass and the goalie. It's going to go as a corner kick for Old Town.
Sage Evans doing the duties on the far side once more. Backs up towards the track. It's a couple of stretches. Gives her signal. Winds, deals, puts it by the PK line. Bousquet able to get ahead on it.
Ball's loose.
Ball just was rattling around inside the 6. Coyotes trying to push it back in. Evans, long blooper, wide right.
Here's that corner kick again. Everybody at the near post. Watch this. Ball goes over to the far post, but nobody there except one Presque Isle player. I believe it was Taylor Doyen to clear the ball from harm's way.
You said 2001?
2000.
All trickling around near the half-field line. Both teams trying to catch on to the loose. Now it's going to end up into the feet for Bousquet. Excuse me, this is Karen. Karen with some strides. She now gets into Bousquet. Bousquet unable to hold on to it. Karen retrieves it. Karen relays it over into Dumont. What looked like was going to be a counterattack. Presque Isle Wildcats just didn't quite have the numbers offensively.
No, and you look and you see 5 defenders from Old Town kind of hovering around that midfield area to prevent what happened in the first half a couple of times, maybe more than a couple of times, from happening again here as they try to maintain this 1-goal advantage.
Ball
just
rattling around.
Oh, she almost got it. Toffel did, and now she's not going to get a chance as long shot is taken, but saved by Danica Brown.
High School Sports on Ticket TV brought to you by Northeast Driving School. Northeast Driving School has been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for courses today at northeastdrivingschool.com. High School Sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Quirk Auto Group, your local Boss Plow dealer. It's your boss. Go find it at Quirk. And I got to say, too, that was probably the calmest yellow card I have seen in a long time. I know it was an earring issue, but typically a ref hold that high and up and away, and that time it was just kind of like, sorry, you get this, but
it's pretty, it's a pretty clear call. I mean, players either wearing an earring or not, and there's no hostility that led to it, so no reason for people to get excited. I mean, the coach is probably disappointed his player forgot to take the earring off, but not much you can do about it at that point, so cooler heads prevailed.
And Cody is back into the match. She has trying to attack into the central part. Danica Brown makes her way to the very edge of the 18. Toffel wanted to try and put a damper in the last 5 minutes against the Coyotes, but Brown walks out all right.
Yep, she made a determination that she was going to get there first, and indeed she did, without going out of the box.
Strong touches from Evans.
Oh.
Going to be just too heavy. But right intent right there. She was looking to try and extend the lead.
Yeah, here's the counter by Old Town here. Hard shot. It's hard to keep that shot down sometimes, especially when you're on the run.
Ball to that far side. Toffel. Some touches.
Yeah.
That's going to be pushed out of play by Olivia Small. Good defense right there as they allow Sage Evans to backtrack.
Yeah, just it's been too many defenders here in the latter stages of the second half back there to prevent just that from Presque Isle.
Cody challenges in the central part. Ball now in the middle of the field. Some strong physicality from each side. Bousquet gets it to feet. She's going to knock it just near the half marker. Ball gets lasered back in towards Evans. Evans puts it down to one touch. She now wants to rifle it back in. Wildcats keep pushing it into attacking territory. So Wildcats have a potential for a cross right there, but good defense from Kaylee Johnston. Presque Isle Wildcats have an opportunity for a throw-in, trying to get inside the box. They've used a lot of these like set pieces. They wind, put it on that far side. Evans knocks it down. Grass trying to bring it from out of the air. Now they're going to send on the near side for Lizotte. Lizotte with some strong strides. A little collision at half. Will she get possession? She will not. Be a throw-in for Wildcats.
We get a stoppage of the clock here. A close play there. Looked like it went off 4 of Old Town. We got that right.
Ball trickles around. Wildcats trying to get a volley, trying to set one up. Cody comes in. She puts a halt to it. Throw in near side. It's going to be for number 19, Michaela Garrett. Garrett, long throw. Volley's off a couple times. We're going to get, I believe, a corner kick.
Nope.
It's going to be a goal kick. Wildcats having a hard push on that one. They have just over under 180 seconds to try and find an equalizer. High School Sports on Ticket TV is brought to you by Greenway Equipment Sales. How we make the most of your land. Nothing runs like a deer in Bangor and Ellsworth, and at greenwayequipment.com.
Oh.
Wildcats trying to push it into that near side corner, looking to get across. It's going to be Lizotte who's able to shield the play. Danica Brown will get the goal kick. High School Sports on Ticket TV also brought to you by Brewer Redemption Center and the North Brewer Shopping Center. Brewer Redemption Center is clean, organized, and offers excellent parking. 391 North Main Street, Brewer. Just crossed the 2-minute mark, Ernie.
Let's see if Presque Isle can put some more pressure. They're a little bit unlucky. Some of their long balls in are just going out of bounds on the end line, and that's goal kicks, and that's some time that can be run off the clock for Sage Evans. Again, will start play again.
Evans to Lizotte. Lizotte settles it onto the floor. What's a 1-2? Karen's going to push the back line.
That's what you're looking for if you're Old Town at this point.
It's Toffel. Gets it up top. She has about 70 seconds to try and do something with it. Danica Brown comes out, holds on to it, and it's likely she's going to use the full 10 seconds she gets.
1 minute remaining.
High School Sports on Ticket TV brought to you by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life today at acadiafcu.org. Ernie, a lot of pride for just accomplishment these Coyotes are going for to try and reach that Northern Maine final.
Well, for all these teams that are at this point of the season, it's always tough when your last game is a loss, so you try to extend it as long as you can, and it looks like, as the Coyotes get off a shot there, that it's going to be Old Town that continues play and advances to the North Regional Final here as we count down the final 10 seconds of play. Mark Graffam, you can hear in the background.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that will do it for these Old Town Coyotes here in the semifinal, taking a win of 2-1 here for at Victory Field. Ernie, it was a crazy one in this one, but at the end of it, Coyotes come out on top with a thriller. No last-second goal, but everyone was vital.
No, very competitive contest here. Old Town did have the control for the most part territorially. Presque Isle with those counterattacks, particularly early in the game, had their chances. But
The Old Town Lady Coyotes will be playing Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. at Cameron Stadium in Bangor.
there you go. That's the next game for the Coyotes as they come over to celebrate with their fans. 6:30 on Wednesday at Cameron Stadium in Bangor against the winner of the Herman Oceanside semifinal to be played at some point today.
Yeah, a lot of confusion on that front, but we'll have it all for you on the Dean's Detailing post-game show. We'll be right back. Break down all the full 80 minutes of action. This is high school soccer on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales keeps your John Deere running year-round with convenient mobile maintenance service. We service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard in our specialty equipped truck with no mess in your driveway. Our 14-point checkup will keep your John Deere running smoothly. We'll even change attachments for you. Call the Smith Brothers today to schedule expert service right at your door with 2 trucks now on the road to serve you better.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
The Dream First Community Debit Card. When you shop local, use your Dream First Community Debit Card and we'll donate to a local food bank. You'll be supporting the businesses that help make our communities the beautiful and unique places we call home, while also helping end food insecurity right here where we live. When you shop local, we give local. That's simple. The Dream First Community Debit Card, only from the First National Bank. Learn more at dreamfirstcommunity.com.
Coastal Auto Parts proudly supports education for the skilled trades. These parents agree that allowing their children to explore trade opportunities at Hancock County Technical Center was a good move.
With our son, we saw the most difference, almost like a light bulb being turned on.
And my daughter, because of her experience here at HCTC, she knows what she wants to do. She's gotten to try it. I feel like that's going to set her up for success.
Coastal Auto Parts, owned and operated by a Maine family that...
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org. Creative Options, where it's all about choice.
Every Maine winter brings its challenges, but one thing always remains the same. Having the right winter tires on your vehicle will get you and your family where you need to go safely. At Twin City Tire and Service in Brewer, you'll find the lowest prices on tires guaranteed. All the best brands for all the worst weather conditions. From alignments to brakes and everything else under the hood, Twin City Tire wants to help you have your safest winter yet. Find the perfect set of winter tires for your vehicle at Twin City Tire and Service, 609 Wilson Street, Brewer.
At Midco Center Design, we truly understand the importance of offering an affordable treatment plan that always considers your needs first. We create beautiful new full and partial dentures, as well as offering repairs and relines to your current dentures. We want your denture to fit comfortably, be affordable, and most of all, make you happy.
At Midcoast Denture Design, your smile is what matters most. In fact, it's our job to make sure you have a smile you can be proud of at a price you can afford.
Call Midcoast Denture Design.
Because everyone deserves to have an awesome
You don't have to worry about gas prices with the new Kia from Van Sickle. Choose from the affordable 2022 Kia Forte EPA at 39 miles per gallon or the Kia Niro Hybrid EPA rated at 53 mpg. The new all-wheel drive Kia Sorento plug-in hybrid EPA rated at 79 mpge. Or check out the stunning all-new all-wheel drive 2023 Kia Sportage and get the peace of mind that comes with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
Back to Victory Field, taking a look at our Flash Man photo booth rental fan cam. Had a lot of fans in attendance. Of course, a lot of them trying to get onto the field to greet each other's teams. Of course, being parents and relatives, friends, family, all wanting to be able to get a little hugs and just show off the support that they've given this whole season for each side.
Yeah, that's it. That's the operative words, whole season here. It's particularly for Presque Isle, it's the end of their season, and Old Town getting to a stage of the season they haven't been at for a long time. I think the story is in the year 2000 they made the regional final and lost to Winslow, but that's the last time they have gotten this far. That was a 2-1 game in 2000. So that's 22 years ago. So this is a big moment for the Coyotes. Obviously, potentially a tough test if Herman's able to get through its semifinal, but still to get to this point. We saw the recent history of the Coyotes, and last year was a very good year, number 2 seed, 10-3-1. This year, 10-3-1 in the regular season and on. But before that, some very much down seasons. So this is a program on the rebound, and this another step along that way. So congratulations to Eric Damboyce and the Coyotes. But also congratulations to Ralph Michaud and Presque Isle Wildcats for another strong season.
Yeah, both teams putting on a strong season. Diving into our Dean's Detailing post-game show, taking a look at the post-game highlights brought to you by Chase's Restaurant and Hideaway Lounge.
Let's see what we have here. Here's Rhiannon Bousquet setting up in the post in a basketball play, gets the defense pinned behind her, then able to turn, spin, and fire. Kind of a blind shot for the goalie. Not really a very good chance to see what's going on because she has both the offensive player and defensive player behind her. Went to the near post, did Jaden Harvell, but balls eluded her just to the right, and that was the go-ahead goal. Little under 8.5 minutes left into the second half. Threat here by Presque Isle. Ball gets loose in the crease with Danica Brown. The goalie, junior goalie, kept her eyes on the prize and was able to come up with the save. Here's Presque Isle trying to apply pressure, some contact there. And what you also notice there, 4 or 5 defenders back, and that was an adjustment that was made over the course of the game because many of Presque Isle's most serious chances, including the goal they scored in the first half, came on counterattacks, basically 1-on-3. There was an attempt by the Wildcats there, but Brown equal to the task. Brown with 7 saves on shots on goal for Old Town, 6 for Harvell for Presque Isle. And here's a play, corner kick by Sage Evans to the far post, and Presque Isle able to head it out of harm's way while Harvell had to deal with a Old Town player who went down briefly. Here's another similar type play, and again finally cleared at the far post by Presque Isle after a series of bounces there in the near post. Again, there's I believe that was Toffel. Nope, sorry, 18 for Presque Isle. Astra Lawton there trying to get a shot off, but it was contested and couldn't get a lot on it. Credit the Old Town defense and Brown, the goalie, in the second half for just making things much more difficult for the Wildcats. As for the third time this season, the Old Town Presque Isle matchup ends with a 2-1 score, but for the second time, and the most important time here in the Class B North semifinals, it is Old Town that comes out on top.
Old Town taking the win 2-1. Our Ticket TV play of the game going to go to second goal, the game winner from Bousquet. Bousquet also had an assist on the match as well. And taking a look at our Ticket TV player, or excuse me, our Firehouse Subs player of the game, going to give that one off to Bousquet as well.
Yeah, here's that play. Off the throw-in by Sage Evans. Again, she pinned the defender behind her, so she was going to have possession of the ball. Then she spun around and with the left foot fired a low shot. I have to believe that the goalie, Harva, was screened on that play as well because she's looking out. She's seeing her defender. Then she's seeing the Bousquet, in this case, in front of her and probably couldn't see the ball very well. And that enabled Bousquet to turn and fire a hard shot. Bousquet, just a sophomore, with a hard shot there. She had an assist on the first goal scored by Old Town by Cassidy Ratcliffe. 35-30 left in the first half to give Old Town a 1-0 lead. Sydney Toffel scored the equalizer. 14:41 left in the first half, unassisted, to leave the teams tied at 1-1 at intermission. And then, as you just saw the play of the game, coming with 31-38 left in the second half, that gave Old Town the 2-1 lead, and then scoreless from there as the Coyotes secure the victory.
It's got another game tonight. That one's going to be at 7 p.m. Had a little bit of confusion, but it's been confirmed. 7 p.m. Skank Stearns versus the Bangor Christian Patriots. And then on Monday, John Baptist Crusaders continuing their hot streak on the boys' side of things.
Yeah, I believe they play in MDI. MDI, I believe, won that other quarterfinal yesterday. And so against Presque Isle, actually. So there you go. In terms of Ticket TV broadcasts upcoming, Skank Stearns at versus Bangor Christian, 7 o'clock tonight at Cameron Stadium in Bangor. Bangor Christian, the number 1 seed. Stearns, Skank Stearns, the number 4 seed. And then John Baptist will play MDI 6 o'clock on Monday evening. That game also at Cameron Stadium. That a Class B North semifinal. So we got action coming up on the soccer pitch here in the next couple of days, and then it's on to some of the football playoff games beginning next weekend.
So one last time here from Victory Field, Old Town advancing on to see either Herman or Oceanside. I'd like to thank our whole Ticket TV crew, Jim Churchill, for setting up this stuff and helping Matt Cunha get ready for the directing role as he was prolific. We had Jeff Savage over with camera, and Ernie Clark putting up with myself, Alex Mooney here, talking for the full 80 minutes. One last time, saying so long from Victory Field. This has been High School Soccer on Ticket TV.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open, making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Like our spicy Cajun chicken with Cajun seasoned grilled chicken breast and a house-made Cajun mayo. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Visit 920 Stillwater.
In the blink of an eye, dress up becomes curtain call. We don't want you to miss a thing. For personal professional service and a selection of styles like no other, bring your prescription to Mainly Eyes. Inside Bangor Mall, you'll see the difference at Mainly Eyes.
You don't have to worry about gas prices with the new Kia from Van Sickle. Choose from the affordable 2022 Kia Forte EPA at 39 miles per gallon or the Kia Niro Hybrid EPA rated at 53 mpg. The new all-wheel drive Kia Sorento plug-in hybrid EPA rated at 79 mpge. Or check out the stunning all-new all-wheel drive 2023 Kia Sportage and get the peace of mind that comes with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
Whether you want to get back to work, back to sports, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help you achieve your goals. With a new location in Bangor, County Physical Therapy brings a 30-year history of high-performance, outcome-based rehab to the Great Skates Plaza at 82 Sylvan Road. And with priority scheduling, you get seen in days, not weeks. Remember, it's your choice. Make the best choice. County Physical Therapy, now in Bangor. Call them today at 401-4324 or visit them online at countypt.com.
We can go into a room and have absolutely nothing in there, nothing on the windows, no color, no character, no tone to a room.
That's, I think, where we're strongest, is being able to help someone envision what's going to go in that window.
And we leave, it's totally transformed into something that the customer wants it to be. We've often been told we make a room look better just by leaving it.
The day begins in darkness. Time does not define me. It drives me. To keep roads, schools, and storefronts open. Making sure our town is open by daybreak and our livelihoods are open for business.
It's your boss. Find it at Quirk.
From the land to the sea, Chase's Family Restaurant is the place to be.
Are you looking for a place to unwind after a long day?
Then come check out our Hideaway Lounge.
With a bar that's both upbeat and laid back. And it's the perfect atmosphere for anyone who wants to unwind after work.
Or kick it up for the weekends with daily drink specials and a full dinner menu.
You can fill up on a good time any night of the week.
Thank you for being a part of our family.
Here at Chase's Family Restaurant.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
When it comes to repairing or replacing your windshield, Novus is the clear choice in glass repair. Locally owned and operated at 499 Hammond Street, we offer free mobile service in the greater Bangor area, as well as shuttle service during bad weather. We can come to your home, workplace, or anywhere you are. Novus is a preferred service provider by all insurance companies, and we can cover up to $100 of your insurance deductible. Whether it's repairing or replacing your windshield, door glass, mirror, or your rear window glass, you can count on Novus to be where you are when you need us the most. Call Novus today.
Fast, friendly, honest, and clean. Counted right in front of you. You won't have to wait long to leave Brewer Redemption Center with cash in your hand. Located in the North Brewer Shopping Center behind the Parody, Brewer Redemption Center is open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays, 8 to 4. So grab those returnables and head over to Brewer Redemption Center today. Our team is waiting for you.
What's the biggest craze this fall for parties and get-togethers? It's Flash Me Maine. Photo booths are a fun, exciting way to capture memories at your party or event. And Flash Me Maine is the premier photo booth rental company. The Magic Mirror booth is the most elegant, modern, sleek, and stunning booth currently available. Then there's the Flash Me Maine Duo booth, a hybrid booth that is portable. Flash Me Maine has dozens of props and backgrounds to choose from. Their goal is to make sure you have fun and that your photo booth photos make memories to last a lifetime. Let Flash Me Maine photo booth rentals make your next get-together a blast. Find them on Facebook or at flashmemaine.com.
Why is the Coach House Restaurant the best family restaurant around? Is it because of the fine home-cooked meals for the family? Is it because of the delicious homemade desserts? Is it because of the full bar or the spacious Coach House banquet room that you can reserve for holiday parties? Is it because of the large menu of tasty offerings for breakfast, lunch, or dinner? The Coach House Restaurant is the best family restaurant around because of all of these things. See for yourself at 457 Wilson Street Brewer. You can eat in or take out.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales keeps your John Deere running year-round with convenient mobile maintenance service. We service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard in our specialty equipped truck with no mess in your driveway. Our 14-point checkup will keep your John Deere running smoothly. We'll even change attachments for you. Call the Smith Brothers today to schedule expert service right at your door. With 2 trucks now on the road to serve you better.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
High school sports are underway for the 2022-23 season, and C&K Variety in Herman is ready to help you make it great. Order online or stop by C&K Variety this season for hand-tossed pizza, fresh pasta, sandwiches, salads, and more. Get everything you need in one place. The perfect pregame fuel or postgame treat. Serving the community for decades, we're living proof that incredible fast food doesn't have to come out of a microwave. Open 7 days a week, C&K Variety wishes good luck to all teams this season.
Every Maine winter brings its challenges, but one thing always remains the same. Having the right winter tires on your vehicle will get you and your family where you need to go safely. At Twin City Tire and Service in Brewer, you'll find the lowest prices on tires guaranteed. All the best brands for all the worst weather conditions. From alignments to brakes and everything else under the hood, Twin City Tire wants to help you have your safest winter yet. Find the perfect set of winter tires for your vehicle at Twin City Tire and Service, 609 Wilson Street, Brewer.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you, and with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities, and right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org. Creative Options, where it's all about choice.
Hammond Lumber Company is honored to have again been named one of the best places to work in Maine. Hammond Lumber recognizes the importance of employee satisfaction. They provide a positive workplace environment with opportunities to grow. Hammond has continued to grow too, with more team members across Maine and New Hampshire. To find your place on the Hammond team, click on the careers link at hammondlumber.com. Hammond Lumber Company, proud to be one of the best places to work in Maine.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Are you ready? When the forecast calls for nasty weather, all roads lead to down east. With Toyota's impressive lineup of 15 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles, you're sure to find a model and payment that's right for you. Don't see it on our lot? Here's the latest update on models arriving soon. Pre-order yours now for the fastest delivery. When Maine roads get messy, all roads lead to down east. Your four-wheel drive and all-wheel drive headquarters on Wilson Street in Brewer.
Soccer on Ticket TV has been brought to you by Bork Auto Group, Greenway Equipment, Brewer Redemption Center, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Pine Tree Solar, Next Home Experience, Northeast Driving School, Uno's Pizzeria and Grill, Dean's Detailing, Levesque Business Solutions, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Rebecca's Gift Shop, Height Family of Dealerships, Novus Glass, Firehouse Subs, County Physical Therapy, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Chase's Family Restaurant and Hideaway Lounge, and the Coach House Restaurant. Also presented by Down East Toyota, Twin City Tire, C&K Variety, Midcoast Denture Design, First National Bank, Creative Options, Kia Van Sickle, Napa Auto Parts, Hammond Lumber Company, and Mainly Eyes. High school soccer on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tossie's Checkout, Comfort Shoes and More, Automobile Life Home Care, The Fish Company, The Corner Store, Black Fly Coffee Company, Smith & Lane Pressure Washing, Lumber Landscape and Supply Company, Loring Job Corps, and Hildreth Street Automotive. High school soccer on Ticket TV is a production of Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket and Sportsnet Maine.
I mean, that's why probably more breaks are better than elongated ones, if you had to make a choice. But if people are complaining, Jim will hear about it, and then we'll hear about it.
The only one that really pays close attention, the rest, because I'll talk with them a lot, like I'll email them. The only one that really is like fine tooth and nail on is Greenway.
Yeah.
And when I've talked to them, they're like, we don't even care about when they're played, how they're played. It's like, we want 4 breaks, 25%, they'll do the law. We want 25% compact utility, 25% maintenance, and 50% people.
Yeah.
Which those are just the ads. Names they got going on.
Jim and them are good friends because they're all county boys.
Oh, okay.
And I know them pretty well now because working with the Bangor Deli, one of their kids, Tyler's son was a hell of a basketball player for Brewer.
What was his name?